Yo, what is going on, guys? Here we are. Today we're reacting to Mushoku Tensei Season 2, Trailer number 2, official trailer 2. I did finish Season 1 already a few days ago, and I've been obsessed with this series. I absolutely love Mushoku Tensei, and ever since I finished, I've been itching for more. And I'm glad I watched it right now. I do realize that Season 1 came out in 2021. Part 1 was early 2021, and Part 2 was later on in 2022, or 2021, sorry. And yeah, I've been loving this series so much. And after this trailer, we're gonna talk about what I thought of season 1, what I thought of the trailer, and what I think will possibly happen in season 2. So yeah. Oh, that's the pendant that Sylphie gave to Rudy. Like, you see, he looks so depressed, man, because at the end of season 1, it's Sylphie! Let's go. I'm so happy to see her again. Especially after like the whole Air situation. I'll get into that after. Oh man. Oh. Oh, who are these people? Oh, that guy looks like Paul. Oh, he still has the staff that Iris gave him, man. Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. Oh man. So July 2023, that's good. I'm excited. I can't wait, honestly. So yeah, guys, that was the trailer, the official trailer 2 for season 2 of Mushoku Tensei. I'm really excited for the series. I watched season 1 a few days ago. I finished it and I've just been obsessed with it, like I said earlier. And we see Sylphie a lot in this, which I'm happy for. I want to get to see what she's been up to, where she got teleported to, and then I do think that Rudy, I'm gonna just call him Rudy. He's gonna end up going to the Magic University that Roxy was telling him about, because it did get brought up many times. He was saving money for him and Roxy or for him and Sophia to attend there. Sorry. So I believe that that's where he's gonna be at in season 2, because in the earlier trailer that we saw a lot of people wearing uniforms and like the Beast Girls and stuff like that, and it looked like a school environment. So I'm assuming he's gonna be there. Now, I'm not sure how he's going to end up meeting Sylphie. What I think is going to happen is he might be on a mission, and obviously he's a mage, right? So he might be struggling against somebody, and then, because we saw in this trailer that he was fighting some animals and stuff, so Sylphie might swoop in and help him, and that's where he ends up meeting her. We didn't see Eris in this trailer, which I'm thinking we're not probably going to see a lot of her in season 2. We might see a little bit of her training, or like, what I think is going to happen is her and Ghislaine are going to end up traveling to go to Ghislaine's village, because her brother did tell Iris to tell Ghislaine to come visit, and I think this is the best time for Ghislaine to go and visit her village. Now, speaking of Iris, season 1 was phenomenal for me. The only issue I had was with how Iris left Rudy, because if you guys remember, he risked everything to get her home, right? And I understand that Iris leaving was for the plot, and they had to introduce other like characters, especially like love interests like Sylphie, and like for her to go train. But I feel like the way she just got up and left, and like she left him a note, and she like cut her hair right beside where he was sleeping, and she just left. Like, she didn't really, like, it looked more like abandonment, right? And even he was like, why did she abandon me, right? She said in the letter, oh, we're not suited well for each other right now, I'm going on a journey, you know? And I think that honestly that is so trash, because Rudy, when Worsted basically quote unquote killed him, his first thought was, Iris, I'm sorry I couldn't keep my promise to you of bringing you home. And I understand Iris cares about him, she loves him, whatever, but when they came back, he saw his home in ruins, right? He was walking around and he was thinking back, he was getting flashbacks on how him and his family would be walking around or doing their daily activities in that house. And then Richard left, which was like very depressing. And then he had one person that he didn't care about anything else aside from Iris, right? Even when he met his pops, he told him, oh, your mom's not been found. He said, you know, I have to take her home and then I'll worry about looking for my mom. Which, I mean, I don't advise that. That's kind of stupid. But he did that because he spent like half his life with her. When she left him, like, I'm talking about half his life in this world, right? it doesn't matter if people want to say, oh, he's 40 something, but like he in this world, he's only 13. He's been in this world for 13 years, and in this world, he's spent 6 years with Eris, right? Half his life, and a quarter of his life, the last 3 years, he was with her 24/7. Like they slept together, ate together, worked together, traveled together, everything. The only time that they were apart from each other was when Rudy met his dad, and like Eris was out like slaying goblins and stuff, right? And that's it. That's the only thing. And then she comes back. It's already like depressing for him, and she sleeps with him, and then she leaves, right? And like I understand that if she tried to talk to him, he would not let her go by herself. He would obviously tag along, or like he would follow her. So I get that, but like I feel like in the note at least, like I understand she doesn't know how to like communicate and like put out her words, but I feel like at the very least she could have wrote in the letter that, hey, I'm going to get stronger, like I'm not strong enough, like I need to do this on my own. I feel like that would have given him some sort of closure, like instead of just saying, hey, I'm going on a journey, I'm out, like peace, you know. But I think that that's something that I like. Eris as a character I love. She's one of my favorite characters, but I hate her for what she did to Rudy. Because me, I have a bad habit of putting myself in characters' shoes a little too much, and like every time like I would think back to it, especially like when I was watching like the last episode, I'm like, damn, imagine if this happened to me in real life, you know? That is PTSD inducing like material, bro. Like that, like like that's traumatic, that's trauma. So like, and like the only reason he was able to push forward was because of him remembering his mom saying she loves him, and he remembered he has to find her. And I hope we get to find, like, we at least go somewhere, because at the last episode of season 1, Roxy was going to his dad to tell him like the generic whereabouts of where his wife is. So I'm hoping we get a little bit more on that in this season, and I really do hope that in terms of like his like Rudy's depression, like Sophie I feel like is gonna be the one to actually help him somewhat come out of it. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's so traumatized that he doesn't even want to talk to her, because like bro, Eris, like that was like 6 years, like that's crazy, half his life, and she just left, and she was like in the field screaming, oh, I love him, this and that, but like look at how much he was suffering. Like he was laying in bed remembering all his trauma from his like past life and stuff like that. And then even in the manga, the crazy thing is, in the manga, like I understand the anime is like an adaptation of the light novels, but in the manga she didn't do all that, right? You just see Rudy saying, what about our family? And then when it says family in that panel, you see Iris and Gillian turning around, and you see her here, they're looking back like towards the reader, I guess. And then like she doesn't say all that, and then the thing that in the manga, like I read just this little portion to see like how detailed it was, and I'm so glad that the anime actually elaborated on it more. Like I guess like the light novel, I heard the light novels are like very in depth, and like in the manga he like the one thing that actually got to me was he says, oh, she fulfilled her promise early, because if you guys remember, she promised him on his 10th birthday that when he gets to 15 years old they're gonna sleep together, and he said, oh, she fulfilled her promise early so she doesn't have to stick around and deal with me, because why would she want a useless man like me? And I feel like that was like something that was like you could hear his trauma in his voice, like he felt abandoned. I would, even if she didn't write anything in the letter and she just left it the way it was, I would be okay with it if she left, like let's say if she took him on a journey and like they went to go visit his pops or like Richard, and she just left, so he had somebody to comfort him. Iris has Gillian. If she's like depressed, or like if she feels like she's crying or whatever, she has Gillian to at least like listen to her. Gillian's like an older sister, mother figure to her. But Rudy, like she left him with that trash ass butler, bro. Like like that guy is like he told him, yo, like if you like, I understand why he said this. He told him, it's either you pull your weight or like get out, because other people like they need like a room for other people too. But like he was willing to give Iris up to the guy that killed her grandfather, so like he's trash to me, But I feel like the way Iris' situation was handled, and like the thing is, in the end she's like, oh, I'm gonna see him again one day. Like bro, you can't, like we had a whole season with it, and then she just leaves, and then she's like, one day to me is like, it indicates years, at least 2 years, that she's gone for at the very least. And I'm assuming because of the Sophie situation and like his like the situation with his mom, and there's a lot going on in the world, I feel like it's gonna be longer. At the very least, I feel like it's gonna be 3-4 years, because season 1 like all of it approximately was like not like all of it obviously, but like if you were to look at all of it, like it was 13 years, but let's say from the time where he met Iris, it was 6 years, you know. 6 years, like as part two, especially part two was about like 2-ish years, you know. And I feel like Ghislaine is not that, like, for me I think Ghislaine and like Richard are like around the same level when it comes to like fighting. So I feel like she can't really help Iris get stronger. So unless they plan on slaying a bunch of wolves for like 20 years, I feel like Ghislaine knows somebody that she's gonna take Iris to, so they can both get stronger together. And but I just don't like how she just up and left him. You know, I understand that it was necessary for it to happen, but I at the same time I feel like it could have been done a little bit better. Like, you know, and I hope that season two is better for Rudy, and that he actually finds the peace in his life somewhat, and like Sophie actually manages to help him. And anybody in real life would actually hate Eris after recovering from this. But I know he's the main character, he's not gonna hate her, so I wonder how they're gonna handle this with like, because obviously she says she loves him, he says he loves her, so unless he just goes on demon timing, and like when she comes back, whenever he sees her, he says nah, like screw you. I wonder what's gonna happen. Is he gonna like, is he not gonna be with Sophie? Is he gonna be with Iris? Like, I wonder what's gonna happen, right? So I'm looking forward to season two. I will react to it on the channel. So if you guys do enjoy, like if you guys enjoyed this reaction discussion, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you guys thought of season one. If you guys are excited for season two, if you guys read the light novels, are they worth it? How are they? Like, you know, and stuff like that. And give me suggestions for things, for anime that I should react to, because I'm like, you know, this is something that I'm starting to do, and I'm gonna try to improve like every video. So yeah, give me some suggestions, you guys, on what I should react to, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do it. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.